Am I live? Is it working? Am I live? Is it working? Am I live? Is it working? Is it working? I don't know. I can never tell right away. Just wait for it to pop up on my other screen. Am I live yet? It says I went. Oh, uh-ohs. There we go. Can you guys hear me okay? I think so. All right. Hello. Okay, good. I have a little bit new setup. Because we got some stuff on really good Black Friday deals. So I'm just trying to make sure everything still works like it did in the past. But yeah, I got a little screen over here now, so I can kind of see everything a little bit better. Um, and then just we connected things a little bit differently. So just wanted to make sure that you guys could see me and hear me. So that's good. Hey, Patty, what's up? You made it to a stream. You did it. I'm so proud. I'm glad I got to talk to y'all. Sounds like it's gonna be a fun stream. Woohoo indeed! Woohoo indeed! Oh goodness. Well, thank you guys for coming to chat with me. I appreciate it. Monday nights are always one of my favorites. Getting to see who's gonna pop on and hang out for a bit with me and get to know y'all a little bit more and show y'all more of my weirdness. I'm saying y'all like 10 times, and I'm sorry. um, no, but it's December, everybody. It is December. It is that time of the year. Lots of holiday stuff is happening. Lots of theme park stuff is happening. Just a lot of stuff. I mean, just making sure everything's good for the holidays. We just put up our Christmas lights outside on our house, so that's always fantastic. You love the video showing all the Disney Christmas stuff. Yeah, there's so much Disney stuff and everything going on, which is great. Um, Also, tomorrow they just said the new land or the new part of Epcot that's been behind walls is opening up. So I have a reservation to go tomorrow, sometime tomorrow. I'm gonna hopefully hop over there and see all the new stuff, which I've seen. Hold on, pause, put up a chapstick on. I've seen videos of like people got invited in, like media got invited in to see it early, and it looks a little underwhelming. But I love Epcot, so I'm excited. When did I go to Epcot for the Cookie Walk? Last week. I can't remember what day last week I went. But yeah, if you haven't seen my latest Epcot video, I tried five five cookies. I think I needed five, and my completer made six. And then you got a completer cookie. So yeah, you guys are on at the same time. That's awesome. Um, but yeah, so that was a really fun video. It was also really cold that day here. I say cold, and I say cold because I'm a wimp now that I live in Florida. It was cold for us here in Florida. It was the high that day. I'm pretty sure was 58, which is like what? But that day, I love going to the theme parks when it's cold here. So it just makes it a way more comfortable experience. So I always try to make it out to the parks on the colder days, which we're getting more and more. This is like the perfect time of the year, in my opinion, where we'll have like a couple days in the 80s, and then we'll have some days in the 60s, and then like last year we had some days in the 30s and the 50s. So we'll see kind of how the weather goes this year for wintertime in Florida. But yeah, I was able to wear like my spirit jersey, my Christmas spirit jersey, which is awesome because I just bought that. I wore pants, which is crazy. Yeah, right. That's exactly like because I'm down here now. I'm like, I'm just gonna go. Like, I'm going. This is worth going. Like sometimes standing in long lines outside. Um, oh, thanks, mom. Thanks. They got me my backpack for my Christmas lounge five for an early Christmas present, basically because I wanted to use it for the season because it matches my spirit jersey. I said that in the video, but yeah, thanks for it. Um, but no, I love it's like Slinky Dog Dash. My parents were here December last year, and I had never gone on Slinky Dog because the line is always like 2 hours in the Floridian heat, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So we actually, hey, welcome back! You guys were just at Disneyland. I hope you had a blast. Um, uh, but yeah, this is the time of year when I wait in those like long lines because it's outside, and then you're not like sweating your face off the whole time because yeah, that happens a lot here. You sweat your face all the time. But no, it's been fun. Um, we've got to do a lot of fun stuff so far. Have a lot of fun stuff planned to film for you guys. It just gives me this channel really just gives me the excuse to like go do things instead of just honestly sitting in my house and watching TV, which I feel like sometimes is what I want to do. This gives me. I mean, I want to go to Disney at all times. Like if I could be at Disney every day, I would. But sometimes you just have those lazy days, and then I'm like, no, let's go do something. I want to go do something. So there's always something to do in this area. So I really love. I'm like, I need to make my videos for the week, and then I always go out and do stuff, which is really nice, especially during this season because there is so much to do um, around Florida, not just for the theme parks too. So there's so much I want to show you guys, so much I want to experience being down here. It's only my second Christmas season living in Florida, so I'm really excited to. Like we did ice. If you haven't seen the ice video, I kind of talked about it on Monday, so I won't. I mean, if you guys want to talk about ice, that's fine. But that was something I had watched people's videos when I lived in Washington State still, and I was like, that's so cool. And they just happened to do Charlie Brown, which is I love the Peanuts, so I was like, this is a perfect first year for us to go experience ice. So it's just been really cool with all the offerings that. And plus Gaylord Palms is like an insane resort. It's pretty freaking impressive. But yeah, there's so much to do in Florida. So many little towns I want to go see, so many things at the theme parks, and yeah, there's just so much to do, which is totally fine because that's part of the point we moved here was there's stuff to do. Happy holidays. Yes, happy holidays to everybody on the stream and watching. Um, yeah, yeah, our little town visits. Yeah, we're gonna do one this week. I'm not gonna tell you where we're going, but we have one on the schedule for this week. So you'll have to wait and see. But I think we're gonna do two more towns after this little town. Um, yeah, so that'll be really fun. I'm excited to show you guys the cute towns here in Florida because there's so many of them. I grew up in Puyallup, Tacoma area. Well, in Puyallup, I literally grew up like downtown Puyallup. So about 45 minutes south of Seattle, right, Mom? That's south. Patty, everybody who's lived in Washington. Basically, everybody else on the stream is from, yeah, okay, I got that right. I'm like, I think we're south. And then I lived in Gig Harbor for a long time, which is just, is that more north, I'm guessing? But yeah, so I lived Western Washington, just about 45 minutes, hour out of Seattle. So southish of Seattle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you lived in Eatonville and now live in Ocean Shores. No way. Um, that's a really cool place to live. That's funny. Um, do y'all know each other, Mom? If not, that's hilarious. Okay, I didn't want to say that they lived there unless my parents wanted to share that they live in Ocean Shores. Ocean Shores is, you're not going to be able to find my parents' house. You could probably, but no, that's cool. That's so funny. Yeah, welcome. We're all Washingtonians here a little bit. That's so funny. It was the 60s in California and 50s at night. Oh, that's really nice. Like that's a little cold. What is in my eyeball? But that's a really. Last time I went to Disneyland, it was in September and it was like boiling lava hot there. So that's a really nice temperature to go to because you can wear all the cute. Did you guys get Disney or Christmas merch? That is funny. Ocean shores, y'all. What a small world. Um, Beach girl, did you get Christmas merch? Did you guys buy Christmas? I'm sure you did. I know you got some Shop Disney stuff before you guys left. Um, it's so funny that you're from. You guys are from, or you both live in Ocean Shores. Look at that, and you didn't even know each other. Look at YouTube. Look at this small world. That's hilarious. Good old people from Washington. Um, that's really funny, actually. Uh, yeah. But that seems like a nice weather for you when you guys were at Disney. Oh, what is in my elmo? Oh, I don't want to know. Oh, yeah, that's because I'm now a YouTube partner, so they do things to my videos now. So sorry about that. It's just part of the growing of the channel. So, but I appreciate you guys coming on and chatting. Um, but there's like little ads that will pop up now. Um, so I apologize for said ads. But you can skip them. Hopefully they're the skippable ones. But yeah, that is funny. Um, that's cool though. I'm still just shocked that both of you live in Ocean Shores. That's amazing. um, no, but it's been nice here. Yeah, yeah, things are a little bit different now because of the monetization strategy that YouTube does for when you're a partner. I do now make money off of my videos, not a ton, but every ad you see is actually I get a portion of it. It's a small portion, but that is what's different now. Before you would see an ad and I get nothing for it, so now you see the ads and I actually get something for it. And I'm super excited for it. It's not a lot because I'm small, which is totally fine. But I'm hoping, every single dollar goes back really truly into the channel to help me pay for, food when I go to the parks, snacks, fun things like that. So that's the plan for anything I make is literally just to put it back into making, cool content for you guys. Um, I think I'm excited to see how the channel grows. Yeah, no, that's true. Small world. That is very small world. That's hilarious. Um, ocean to ocean. You found me from my cruise videos, or how did you come across the channel? If you don't mind me asking, because that's just really so random that you guys are both like from Washington. Mm. Ocean shores. Like a lot of us on the chat are from Washington, but that's so funny. If you don't mind me asking, I thought because you commented on right one of my cruise videos, if I remember rightly. But well, I'm happy you found me, no matter what way you found me. Um, but that's super funny. I love it. I know Patty did move away. Well, so did I. So, but Miss Patty needs to come see me when you can. I get it. It's expensive to come down here. I get it. I get it. No, that's really funny. Oh goodness gracious! I want to try to make it out to Universal because they have Grinchmas going on. I want to meet the Grinch and I want to see their little show because they have like a live Max, like a live little doggy in it. Um, so I think that's super freaking cute. And me and the Grinch would be hilarious. And they also have like it's like a mini Macy's Day Parade with like the balloons. Yeah. I know that you're happy going back. But it's freezing where you live. Goodness. Told me like the temperature that ice is at is your is where At the community center. Hey, I miss that community center. That pool is nice. That is hilarious. Um, what was I gonna say? Yo, Grinchmas. I really want to go. And meet the Grinch. Also, cruise lines are having crazy sales, and I really want to book like a short little cruise. But I'm literally holding myself back. I'm not doing that. But dang, the like Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals for some of the cruise lines. I was like, but it's okay. Well, we're going on another cruise this year, so mid to upper 30s. That's freaking cold, Patty. It's 67 where I am, and that's cold for me. I'd be freezing my tail off if I was in Wisconsin. No freaking way. No. Pass. Pass. I want to go on a Disney cruise. They're so expensive, though. I really want to go on one, but I swear, like, even an interior room of one cruise, I could go on like four other cruise lines cruises for the one Disney cruise price. Although I want to go on a Disney cruise, I want to go on a Disney cruise at least once and pay the money and do it. Oh my gosh, that's so cold. 23 degrees. Ugh. No, I don't miss the snow and the cold weather. I don't. I like the chilly weather that we get here. But no, I don't miss the snow. Mm-mm, pass. Now I can just like vacation to places that are cold. I'm fine with that. Like I said, I don't have to worry about that. I know it's totally worth it. I mean, the new ships look cool. I want to go on the Wish still, and then I think the Treasure's coming out next year, next December, basically, 2024. So that's gonna be cool, and I'm hoping maybe the Wish prices will go down a little, but I highly doubt it. It's Disney and it's cruises, so. But they look fantastic. Like even the older boats look great. So I definitely want to experience a Disney cruise for sure. But yeah, yeah, I definitely don't know how I lived in Washington for so long with seeing the sun. Like when you come down here, it's like so different because I don't know. It's just I like the sunshine now. Like I just never. Maybe, I mean, you really probably don't even like notice it being in Washington, but coming down here, I'm like, it's weird when I don't see. When it's like cloudy for like 4 days. I'm like, this is so annoying. Where's the sun? And then I realize that's like a lot of the months out of the year in Washington. So I love Washington. It's absolutely stunning. It has its own natural beauty. The mountains, everything is beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but I love seeing the sunshine like 95% of the year here. I know you got married on a Disney cruise, and you did it again 10 years later. So that's really cool. No, that's super cool. I definitely want to go on a Disney cruise. I just wish they weren't so expensive. But I feel like you are paying for, I guess, a little bit elevated experience. So that would, I mean, I don't know. I think I'd really love it. I know I'd probably love it because I love cruises and I love Disney. So like smash those two things together, I think I would have a blast. Um, I'm hoping maybe like a couple of friends will want to come and like share a room with me, and then we'll make it cheaper. Oh yeah, yeah. Sun's definitely in California too. But you said that like you had to get lightning lanes in California because it was that busy. Think you messaged me that when you guys were there, which is so surprising because I when we go well, it's been a while. I mean, that's a long time ago. The week after Thanksgiving was like the best time. Like we would go all the time that week. So historically, that is the week that is usually like low crowds. Even here, it's usually low crowds that week. It was pretty low last week, but still not as dead as it used to be during the week after Thanksgiving. But goodness gracious, 200 minutes. Ugh, that's insane. 200 minutes. Trying to think of anything here that really goes. I think Flight of Passage is truly the only thing here that really ever gets 200 minutes. I'm trying to think of what else. Maybe Rise of the Resistance does too. But Slinky Dog can get up to that too. But that's like maybe a handful. And that's our busy times here. So like for that being like the not busy time in California, that's insanity. Wow. I mean, I know there's a lot of new stuff that's kind of open in Disneyland, so a lot of people want to go. I'd love to go back to Disneyland just because there's some new stuff um, that have opened that since I've been there. I think the low-ended pass holders. Oh, okay, that makes sense. We went to Disneyland. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we went all the time. Like we went probably like a couple years in a row, or a couple times at least during that exact time. But like I said, it's been a while, and Disney's definitely like, even though during those times it was full, like a few times Disneyland was full, and I don't think the wait times were that crazy. So I'm like, dang. Um, but then again, it had the old fast pass system, not lightning lane, and I really do think that makes a difference. Nice. Yeah, I like web slingers. It made my arm hurt because you're like, um, but it was really fun. I really liked it. I went on it. That had just opened last time we were in Anaheim, so Web Slingers was really cool. I like Avengers Campus. I wish they had the rights to everything to bring it here, but they don't. Not at least not right now. They should bring more Marvel stuff here. It's a good arm workout though. You're like, die spider bots, die. And then you went on both Star Wars. Did you like the Star Wars rides? I like them, but I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so that would make sense. Um, but I'm just curious. You did okay, good. Yeah, I. What did you guys get for your Millennium Falcon? Were you a gunner, a pilot, or an engineer, or do you remember? Did you press buttons or did you fly it? I guess is the truly the thing, because that's always fun. Because some people like to be the pilot, and some people like to press buttons. I don't know. I've been all three positions. Flying is very fun, but it gives me anxiety because you're just like in control. Okay, you were a gunner and Courtney was an engineer. Nice. Yeah, I don't mind pressing buttons. I'll press buttons. But my dad and we were the pilots when my parents were here last year. Um, and that was really funny. Like that was just the video. It's up on my channel from last year if you guys want to search all the way back and find it. Um, but it was hysterical. It was hysterical. We were having a blast and we were yelling at each other. And it was a good time. It was a really fun experience. But no, I love both of them. Rise is fun. Hopefully, all of Rise of the Resistance was working for you guys. Kylo Ren has a lot of problems here. The very end animatronic has lots of problems here, at least in Disney World. And I swear, I'm like, who am I going to get, the A scene or the B scene? And the A scene is him like live at the end, and he's like pulling you in. And the B scene is he's out in his ship talking to you guys. So hopefully, you guys got like Kylo, and not the B scene. You liked fast passes. I don't know if I'd enjoy Walt Disney World with all the changes. If I was like you and a pass holder, then I could deal. But for some, yeah, no, I agree. I feel like, I mean, it's all about. I mean, they're trying to make a dollar. Like, let's just say it how it is. And it makes me really sad because I think some of the free offerings, at least here at Walt Disney World, like the Magical Express, they give you a free, just plain Magic Band when you booked your. I think you had to have. I think in the beginning it was if you had a ticket, and then they made it. If you stayed on like resort property, you got a free Magic Band. And then of course fast passes and those all of it got taken away. So it was really sad. It very much too much nickel and diming. Universal is really cool. I love the Harry Potter. I need to go to Universal more. Um, but yeah, Harry Potter World is really cool. I've loved it. I think we've gone twice specifically to Harry Potter. It's really cool. I love Harry Potter. So totally understandable. Um, but yeah, no. And then Universal's opening a new park in the next 2 years, 3 years. Um, when is Orlando? I mean, it's being worked on. You can, okay, it's Epic Universe. When is it opening? Hmm. Uh, hold on a second. Trying to figure out when it's supposed to open. 2025, summer of 2025. Epic Universe is supposed to open. Universal. I mean, it's supposed to be near where their hotels are. I think it's like when you guys come down, you'll see the construction. It's going to be a massive expansion of Universal, um, and Universal's parking situation is already very interesting. So I'm hoping that they'll build another parking structure closer to Epic Universe, um, because right now I'm like I hate parking at the parking structure at Universal. It's just kind of like I don't know, it's so unorganized. I feel like people really underestimate why you need parking people. Like Disney does it so well. There's so many parking attendants, and then I go to Universal, and one time they had attendants, and then the other time they didn't, and it was just like it got really confusing. So I'm just hoping that because because everybody has to funnel into one parking structure for all of Universal, um, it just makes a bottleneck. At least Disney, it's like, each park has their own parking, so it's not everybody funneling into one to go to all. Um, so yeah, Universal's parking situation for me, it just gets backed up, and then you're just sitting on the road, and then it's just like really, it's just a long process to park. So hopefully they'll build another parking structure to handle the parking for Epic Universe. But it looks like there's gonna have roller coasters, another Harry Potter section. There's gonna be a lot. I'm really excited. But oh, and Mario Land is going, or Nintendo World, Nintendo Land. Very true. Universal is learning, but I do think with Epic Universe, they are going to give Disney a big run for their money with what they're putting into that park specifically. Um, so it's going to be interesting. And Disney truly hasn't come out with so far for here any plans of expansion that will match Epic Universe. So it's just really interesting because Disney has plenty of land here. They've talked about Anaheim, but they haven't talked about Orlando. So I don't know clearly what's going to happen, but I'm up for another Disney park. I don't know what the theme would be clearly, but I would be happy if Disney built another park or expanded on, which they said they're putting a lot of money into the parks for expansions and stuff like that. So I'm just like, okay, like let's get at least some plans here, because Epic Universe will be done in 2 years. So you really got 2 years to try to give us something too, Disney. Um, yeah, like seeing everything in I think Hong Kong Disney just got like Frozen and a Zootopia land, and I'm like, what? That's amazing. Yeah, Hong Kong. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the World of Frozen opens at Hong Kong, and they just opened that as well as um, somebody got. Zootopia, and it looks at least a ride, and it looks really really cool. Um, so I'm like, what are we getting here? Where are you gonna bring that? Like, what is happening? Bring more stuff here. We would love that. Um, so I'm like, come on, Disney. Like now you have blueprints for things. Like, just bring it here. We want it too. They do need to bring Crush's coaster here. And there are so many options Disney could choose. Um, that I'm like, okay, like they could make like a whole Pixar park. Like I know that California Adventure is kind of turning into a Pixar park, but like how cute would an entire park be that's dedicated to like their Disney Pixar movies and their shorts? Um, like you got so many to choose from and so many good ones that I'm like, right? It would be incredible. I would love that. I don't know, or just like a Mickey Mouse themed, like a classic Fab Five themed park. I mean, I know that's like Magic Kingdom and stuff, but like literally make rides off of all of the Mickey Mouse shorts. Like there's so many of them. I think that would be really cute. But I mean, or just a princess one. Like make literally everything like a big old fantasy land, but just like make it the princesses that we don't currently have. Or Marvel. I do know that Universal owns a lot of the rights, theme park rights to like Spider-Man, like that's still or I think maybe they just lost the rights, but they had it for a long time. So a lot of those characters, before Disney acquired Marvel, Universal had the rights to those characters in the theme park settings. So I don't remember when that is up. I don't remember how, but it was like, I mean, they had it for like 30 or something, or like 60 years or something crazy. So I have a feeling once that, hopefully, once they can acquire those rights to have those in the theme parks, maybe they'll build a Marvel Land here, Avengers Campus type thing. That would, I just think it's just so cool. Um, but yeah, I know that the rights to some of that for theme parks, Universal currently or recently has. So they'd have to buy that from Universal or wait for it to be done so then they can get it. Um, yeah, yep. But that's so weird to me. Is it's like I feel like I didn't really think about that. I learned about that when I worked at Disney because there's other characters. Like at the time, you couldn't take as a photo pass photographer, you couldn't take photos of Mary Poppins because Disney didn't own the rights to Mary Poppins yet, so we couldn't do that. Another thing we couldn't do, I think, Tarzan or something. Like we couldn't also. It was some. I think maybe it was Tarzan. You also couldn't take photos of because they didn't have. We just like didn't have the right permissions from something. I don't know. But I know for a fact Mary Poppins was somebody like we could not take photos with, in at least in Orlando for a while. But yeah, I thought that was super weird. And then I remember just somebody asking about Marvel, and they're like, yeah, we don't have the rights to it for the theme parks. And I was like, what? That's crazy. Like, what? How does that even work? You own that whole studio, and that okay. So it's like crazy to think about the money that Marvel is making or was making. But now wouldn't that be Disney? But the contract, they still have to honor that contract. Blah blah blah. I don't know. It's probably some crazy stipulations in there. But yeah, I know they've had the whole coaster, which I need to go on. I need to go to Universal. That's a plan. I need to go to Universal very very soon. That is something I'm going to do for the holiday season. Um, I just need to go. I just need to go. You know, I just need to go and experience it. Um, I need to get another butter beer because that's good stuff. It's sweet, but it's good. Um, and they also have like a projection show on Hogwarts for the holiday season, and I'm like, yes, I want to see that too. That's really cool. But yeah, I'm really interested to see if Disney's going to come out with new plans for the parks. Maybe I think this year is a D23 year, the big expo in Anaheim. When's the next D23 expo? Yeah, this August. Destination. Yeah, so this year there was Destination D23, and then D23, the Ultimate Disney Fan Event, is in Anaheim, and I really want to go to that too. But one, it's really hard to get tickets to. It's also expensive, and it's in Anaheim. So one day I'll get to go to the D23 Expo as well. But usually they save announcements like that for the D23 Expo, which would make sense because that still gives them, well, it only gives them like a year until Epic Universe opens. But plans are better than nothing, in my opinion. So we'll see. I know that they're changing some things about Disney World, like Dino Land USA in Animal Kingdom is getting rethemed. Like Dinosaur is being taken, like the ride Dinosaur is being taken out completely, um, which I'm okay with because it's not one of my favorites. But it is a classic ride for a lot of people. Um, but so was Splash. I know why Splash was taken out. It's okay. But yeah. So I'm interested. I think they said maybe like uh Encanto ish Coco theming for that area. I don't know if they had an actual like plan for it yet, but they threw a couple things out there. Yeah, Legoland sounds like something out. Legoland is decently far away from where I am, but not too far. Like, we could still go to Legoland. But yeah, I should go out to Legoland. I do love. I watched like the Lego Masters show and thought that was so cool. So I feel like we would really like. We really like Legos. Like I have a couple Star Wars. I think I have. It's literally right there. I have like a little mini castle set I need to put together. A Wally and Eve Lego set, and then I think the Mandalorian with his new ship, with a little. I think there's a little like baby Grogu one on it. We have those. I bought them, and I need to put them together. Maybe I'll put that in a video. I'll make a little home vlog of us putting together our fun little Legos because that I don't know. I like watching people to see like a time lapse of people putting together Legos. Maybe I'll make like a shore out of it because I don't. I don't know. We'll find out. So then I can fast forward it for you guys, and so you don't have to just sit there for the hours it takes to build these things. But no, I think Legos are really cool. Um, it does look really cute. I mean, it does look like it's geared towards little kids, but it does look really cute. So I should go to Legoland. I have a few friends who used to work at Legoland, and they said it's pretty chill. And I'm like, well, that's nice. Sometimes it's pretty chill. Yeah, it looks really nice from the videos I've seen. Some people go to, like, people have gone to it, and it does look really cute. It looks really fun. Oh, pardon my yawning. Whew. I'll have to put that on the list for 2024 for sure. Legoland. Again, so much stuff down here that like I don't know. Of course, I really like going to Disney. That's like my thing. But I also really want to experience a lot of other stuff that's here in the Central Florida area. Like I really also we want to go to the Kennedy Space Center here. I have not. We have not gone to the Space Coast yet, and we see rockets being launched all the time. Like you can see them from a lot of places in Florida. So it's like I'll walk out, take the dog out, and I'm like, "What the flip is in the sky?" And then I Google it, and they're like, "Oh, a rocket launched like 30 minutes ago." And I was like, "Oh, dang." Yeah, Busch Gardens is in Tampa, which I also want to go to because our SeaWorld pass gives us passes to it's a passes to Busch Gardens and all the SeaWorlds in America. We pay for that higher tier, which is not even that expensive compared to Disney. It's like crazy. But yeah, I have with our SeaWorld pass we can get in. Yeah, I really need to go to Kennedy Space Center, and I'd love to bring you guys along for that too, just because it's freaking cool. Like space is cool, and the Kennedy Space Center looks absolutely fantastic. So, um, I'd film it because I think it's that cool. But I would love to go see a rocket launch, um, which again they do constantly. So I'm like, why haven't we got to? We just haven't like prioritized it, um, which is fine. We have well, we plan on living here for quite a while, so we have time. It's only year two. Well, one and a half of us being down here. So I think we've done a lot for just the little time we've lived in Florida, which is really great. But like I said, that's part of the reason why we moved down here is because there is so much to do uh, and see and experience. And yeah, yeah, it's funny talking to people who have lived here a while, and they're like, "You've done what? You've gone where?" And we're like, "Yeah, we've done this, we've done this, and this." Um, but there is still so much we want to do. Like I want to go to a lot of the beaches. Yeah, we're having a great time. It's been really fun. Um, and it's cute down here. There's a lot of cute towns. So there's just I don't know, just a lot of fun stuff to do. And I gotta go to Disney, so I'm not mad at that. I probably still go to Disney at least once a week, even if I wasn't making videos, just because I love it that much. So and now I just go and make videos, so it's like the same thing. But yeah, I would love to go to Busch Gardens because it looks like they have really cool roller coasters. I love there's some roller coasters. Goodness. Also, I still need to go. I need to go on Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind and get September, the song September. I still have not gotten that song. I literally have gotten every other song but September. And Brienne and I, like, if we don't go with each other, if she goes on it, we've started to write down what number of the car is what song. And so she still hasn't got September either, which is really funny. But we're like one of us is gonna get this freaking song. Um, I don't know, it's such a good song. And I was born in September, so it's like kind of my song. But it's just like a really good song. Earth, Wind, and Fire is awesome. But yeah, again, still things I need to do. Also, some after hours parties are coming up in the new year that I want to check out because I've never been to. I've been to like the Christmas party, the Halloween party, where there's like after hours events that like just regular park is closed and you just buy a ticket and go. Um, I have, yes, you're right. We saw them live at the Puyallup Fair. Oh, interesting. The auto train. Blaine has talked about that because we just took a train. We took the train to Tampa when we went on our cruise, and we really enjoyed it. So we kind of been looking into like the train systems on the East Coast. Cool. Yeah, auto train basically is your car goes on the train, and then you go on the train. So it's a really cool way to travel because then you have your car with you. Um, but of course, it's longer because you're on a train, and flying is shorter. But it's a cool. I mean, it'd be a cool experience for sure. Goodness, I'm sorry. What am I yawning? I'm not even tired. Um, I hate when this happens. I'm like, stop yawning. Uh, it is almost 9 o'clock my time, but I'm not even tired. I'm not even tired. uh, I did spend most of the day cleaning my house today, so that can wear you out. But oh, I finally bought fine jewelry cleaner for my ring. I have not like properly cleaned my wedding ring since I got married, and it was starting to get some like real gross like gunk up underneath, making it look like darker in the center. And I finally was like, I'm just gonna buy like the cleaner from Amazon. And I did it, and it looks way better. It's a nonstop ride for about 17 hours overnight, 2 meals included. It's a comfort. Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, it would be definitely interesting to experience traveling like that for sure. Um, but you'd have to allot for your trip to have that time. So if you can take time off of work or you're retired, then sure, like why not experience like a different way of travel? So like I said, we enjoyed taking the train to Tampa. That was really fun. It was such an easy way to get to Tampa, so we liked it. It was cool. It's a cool way to see some parts of Florida, like just to see everything. So we liked it. A lot more relaxing than driving in the I-4 traffic to get to Tampa. So oh, I should. I was gonna go get it cleaned, but I've heard like horror stories of people taking it to the jeweler and getting it clean, and then like little diamonds or whatever fall out, and I have like little teeny tiny ones on the side of my bands. It's a matching set, so like there's just really tiny tiny ones, and I was like, no. So I went the cheap way and just got like the cheap, but it did a really good job. Like I'm like it's way shinier, and just like looks clean out of it. So yes, yeah, you're gonna get ads now, because I'm finally monetized. So sorry about that. um, I even set the setting to like the least amount I could have. I could just turn them off for lives because that does get really annoying. Um, Instead of road tripping and dealing with traffic, yeah, the train is a better option for sure. Um, yeah, thank you, Patty. So fun to talk to you whenever you can hop on here, and thanks for commenting on the vids and stuff. I really appreciate all the support. Um, don't freeze up there. But yeah, have a good night, Patty. You guys are so funny. Glad I could bring y'all together in my chat, which is hilarious. But it's a fun time. This is why I love. Yeah, hopefully you do stay warm. Hugs right back. That's so funny. That is hilarious. It's supposed to be colder here. I think I saw on the app. It's gonna be a high of 62 on Wednesday and a low of 48. And then a high of 67 on Thursday with a low of 45. And then it goes back up to the 70s, but then it goes right back down to the 60s. So it's definitely getting to the cooler weather here, which I like. I really enjoy. It's nice. The poor manatees in the really cold weather. That's very true. Yeah, yeah, it happens. But it's nice to like, I don't know, be able to wear my sweaters again, which is nice. I have plenty of sweaters, and I'm like, I'm never gonna wear them anymore. So I can wear them. Oh my goodness. I get to wear them again. 60s are good. 60s and 70s in the day and like 50s at night, I'm not mad at. Like that's actually like really perfect in my opinion. Um, I like it because then it cools off my house at night, and I don't have to have the AC on, so it saves us some money and it makes it more comfortable in the house. So we're not mad at that for this season because we really don't turn on the heat either because it's not that cold. Now, if it gets in the 30s like it did last year, we'll probably turn our heat on. But I think we've only turned our heat on maybe twice the entire time we lived here. But it's nice to give the AC a break and our electric bill a break. Everybody down here understands that. Um, yeah, that's real, but it's okay. Goodness gracious. But yeah, tomorrow I'm excited to go and see the new part of Epcot that's opening. Um, I loved the fountain that was there, and they took the fountain out. I'm kind of sad because they could have at least made it smaller or like put another fountain in. But I don't think there's a fountain there at all anymore, which is really sad. But there's the new Walt statue, which everyone jokes that he looks like he's on the toilet. Because he's just sitting and it's supposed to be like a dreamer pose. But like really, if you look at it, it kind of looks like that. I'm not gonna lie. Um, but no, I'm excited for a lot of, if not all of the construction walls, except for around one of the buildings. I think the community core building is still not going to be done tomorrow. But all the other construction walls will be down. So Epcot's just going to feel so much more open starting tomorrow. So I'm very excited for that. I am so tired of all the construction walls making it a maze and the old future world, which is basically the area around Spaceship Earth. Is what, well, when I worked there, it was called Future World. Um, but no, I'm very excited for just to see it open and no more walls because I mean, the walls. Yeah, they really did have so many walls, and then they changed them, and so I'm like, oh, I can go this way, and then they're like, psych, it's closed, and then I'm like, okay, I have to walk all the way around, and then it opened like a few more paths, which is nice, but I'm just like, it's just a little claustrophobic here. And then it would push people out into the World Showcase, which would make it even busier. Which the World Showcase is already busy enough as it is. And then because there were so many walls, like you don't want to hang out, close to Spaceship Earth. So I'm really excited to get to see Spaceship Earth from the vantage point that I used to work and take photos of it. So it's gonna be really weird for me to see the new land because I was so used to the old Spaceship Earth, literally having to spend 8 to 12 hours there for like 2 months straight. Um, but it'll be really cool. It looks interesting. I'm not gonna say an opinion on what I've seen so far. Besides, it looks interesting because I just want to be able to experience it myself to really see if I feel like it fits in with Epcot. I liked everything they've done. So like I like the Moana Journey to Water. I love Connections and Creations, which used to be like Mouse Gears and the Electric Umbrella. I love what they did for those. Those have been fantastic. Creations is probably one of my favorite shops to shop in, and Connections is such a fun place to just come and sit and have your Starbucks and eat. Um, and it's huge, like massive. So Epcot really needed its own like big dining area, so they really built that well. So I've really enjoyed all of that. So I'm hoping I will enjoy this part of it. But I'm still sad that the fountain is gone. I loved the Fountain of Nations. It was just really cool, and it would like go off with a show every like I think it was on the hour. And it was so fun to watch people get scared because it would start with like a bloop, and then the fountain would shoot up, and it would freak people out if they didn't know what was happening. And yeah, I always knew what was happening because I worked there, but it was so funny to watch. They'd be like, "What is happening?" And I'd be like, "Oh, it's just the fountain show." Oh goodness. I'm trying to think about like picturing the old Epcot in my head. Yeah, it's gonna be different. I mean, they kept like relatively that structure area the same. But no, I don't know. I think it'll be really interesting tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know. I hope I'm just not disappointed. But like I said, I think everything that they've done so far was good. I know this section doesn't have like any like food or ride or anything in it. This is literally just, and that's kind of how it was previous. There wasn't really, I think they had a Starbucks location, but now that's Connections. So yeah, but I'm excited they brought Walt into like a Walt statue in Epcot. I think that's really cool. Epcot was really truly his vision, and I don't think Epcot really was what would have wanted. I mean, I think partially it is, um, but it was still his like. I mean, all of this was, but like his project. Um, so I'm happy that they were able to build Epcot even after he passed, and now he's going to be at Epcot in statue form, which is really cool. So I'm definitely going to take a picture with the Walt statue because it's really cool. But yeah, so there is some exciting stuff happening that's not like holiday related. But yeah, I really found out about that last week, and I was like, I'm making a reservation. So I made sure I snagged one before word got out that it was opening tomorrow. So I was like, yes. I mean, if you're an annual pass holder, you can get in after 2 o'clock and be fine. But I really wanted to make sure I got my reservation just in case, and I'd be good. So it'll probably be busy tomorrow too. I'm like, great, but I want to see it. Epcot is my home park. It is Epcot and Magic are my favorite parks. So I think reservations go away summertime. Let me look. I know they're phasing them out. Let me see. January. January 9th, 2024, theme park reservations will no longer be required for date-based tickets. Cool. Well, that's nice. That's sooner than I thought. For select guests in 2024. So maybe some things will still need reservations, but it says starting January 9th. But you're an AP, so literally after 2 o'clock, you wouldn't even need a reservation as of right now either. And I'm sure that they'll take that, like they'll make that even go away faster. I'm surprised that as an annual pass holder, you still have to make a reservation for before two. It is what it is. I actually don't mind it though. Like it's just kind of nice on the days that I forget, and then I'm like, oh, I can just get in after 2 o'clock. So it works out. I'm excited for reservations to go away. I don't know. I'm happy to not have to worry about that anymore. Because I already don't have to worry about it for Universal or SeaWorld. So it's like, come on. Like, I understand it's a great metric for admission, but I'm also like, parks are busy. They are always busy. What? Really? Like, it's okay. We understand. It's Disney World. It's going to be busy. Like, it's okay. Um, I do think they give out or they offer too many lightning lane reservations for people. Sometimes it's just like, and if a ride goes down and the lightning lane gets backed up, it's a nightmare for standby guests. Um, it's yeah, like the Jingle Cruise that first time I went. Well, it's the other time I've gone, but it was the lightning lane that was making that a 3 hour wait, and that was absolutely insane for the Jingle Cruise for a 3 hour wait in standby. And I was like, you definitely have too many lightning lanes being sold, but it makes them money, and that's what they want. So, because fast passes, like I remember for specific ride, I mean, really fast passes by like what 1 or 2 in the afternoon for almost every decent attraction, they would be unavailable. Like you would go get your fast passes and they would be gone. Um, but yeah, no, it's just so completely different now, and the fact that you can stack your times, um, yeah, it just gets a little weird. I really do miss the fast passes as well. I just liked going. You go to the like, you get your plan. You go. You send somebody get your fast passes, and you do it. I mean, Walt Disney World. It's been on the app for a long time, um, but still, you could only make like two fast passes for the whole day on the My Disney Experience app previous too. It's not like I mean, and then you did them obviously, and it's kind of like that, but you can still. Some people can stack them, and I'm like, that's messing it up. Yeah, I mean, when I use lightning lanes, it is convenient. Don't get me wrong, but the fact that down here, how much was it at Disneyland for you guys? If you don't mind me asking, because down here it ranges anywhere from I think Animal Kingdom sometimes is $12 the lowest, but like Magic will be like $35 for Lightning Lane for the day, and I'm like, what? Like it's a little much. And then not to mention the individual Lightning lanes that if you want to purchase, like when I was at Epcot last week, I almost wanted to purchase the individual lightning lane for Cosmic Rewind, but it was $15, and I was like, no. As much as I want to go on Cosmic Rewind, 'cause I didn't wake up in time to get into the virtual queue. I was like, I'm not. Why would I pay $15 for something that I can just come back next week and probably ride? So, oh, okay. So it was included with your tickets. Yeah, I'm sure it was a little bit maybe cheaper because it was included with your tickets instead of day of purchases. But still, I'm sure it was like 15 to 20 to $30 a day for you guys for that. Which I don't know, like you're paying so much for the ticket already. It's kind of insane. Especially because I know like Disneyland Paris tickets, like when I was in Disneyland Paris, it was like $50. So yeah, I don't know how to stack lightning lanes either. There's like a trick. I feel like it's like a glitch that you figure out, and I'm not figured it out. I'm sure there's videos on here that on YouTube that tell you how to stack lightning lanes. I don't know. That's the that's the information I should probably learn and share. But there's probably some people who do it. Yeah, Disneyland Paris is fantastic. Ugh, I miss Disneyland Paris. I want to go back so bad. Also want to go to like Tokyo Disney and stuff like that because they just have so much cooler stuff, in my opinion, in those parks. But love me the America parks, but I want to go to other parks too because that just looks like a blast. But oh, that's cool. They allowed you to use it on another ride. That's nice though. They do that a lot because you freaking paid for it. Nice. You're going on a cruise out of Miami. That's awesome. What cruise line are you going on? Oh, that's cool though. Yeah, we did for our honeymoon. We did a cruise out of Fort Lauderdale, and then on the way back, we we came up here in Orlando, and then went to Disney World a few days, and then flew back to Washington. So if you're down here, you might as well make a stop in Orlando. Truly, but that's really cool. Cruises are awesome. Like I said, I want to go on like 10 more because they're fun, and you get to go to a lot of places like cruising, which is really fun. And all the food's really included besides like the specialty food. And I'm like, yes, yes, lots of food all the time. I'm here for it. But yeah. All right, everybody. It is 9 o'clock my time. Usually I stand here for about an hour and chit chat with y'all. But thanks so much for joining me. Good to see you guys. Good to hear from you guys. Um, oh, a Norwegian. Ooh, fancy. That'll be cool. You have to let me know how that goes. But no, I appreciate you guys coming and chatting and the revelations of all of us Washingtonians in this chat. But this was so fun. Thank you so much. Happy Monday. Have a great rest of your week. I will see you guys next week. Watch out for my videos on Wednesday and Friday. I'm going to do a lot of fun things coming up this month and this week. Like I say that every week, but it's true. Lots of cool stuff is happening for the holiday season, so I'm very excited to go experience it and film it and basically take you guys along with me. So yeah, appreciate your guys' support. The channel's growing, and it's just incredible to see. Yeah, it blows my mind every day. So very very thankful for you guys. Have a fantastic evening. Stay safe out there. Happy holidays, and see you guys on Monday. Bye.